guys, welcome back. I just want to say thank you everyone who came from my other channel, and anyone who's new, welcome. I'm wearing my heart choker because I love you guys so much, and I also love hearts a lot. But today's video is a little bit different than anything I've actually done before, because I'm going to be reading comments that you guys submitted of struggles that you're going through, and kind of just give some advice, touch on that, as well as talk about some of the things I'm going through. Oh my gosh, guys, as I'm reading these comments, like my heart kind of breaks a little bit to know you're struggling and know that you're going through really hard stuff. I just want to like give you a huge hug and like hold you and cry with you and talk with you, and just whatever it is that you're going through, I just want you to know you're not alone and that you are so loved. So I want to start on the premise of that. There is so many comments. I'm going to try to jump into as many as I can. Just know that I did read them all. So with that, let's get started. Ugh, love you guys. Welcome to New York. Alright, from Grape Sissy 2001. Hey, don't know if you'll see this in time, but I've been struggling lately. 5 months ago I moved out of a town I grew up in because my mom got a job, and I miss my old town so much and all my friends from there too. It hurts so much not to be there. I have no idea how to cope with the pain that has come from moving away. I just want to go back to my old town, but my parents hardly ever want to take me back for visits because they had a bad experience with some people when they told them we were leaving. Ugh. So my advice would be to try to find new friends. Step outside of your comfort zone, because I think there's gonna be amazing people in the new place that you live. Also, you don't have to lose the friends that you have. You can Skype, you can be pen pals and like write letters, but also you have to embrace like change, as sucky as it is. But there's constantly always gonna be change. It's one thing that I've struggled with a ton, especially with what I'm doing, with friendships, relationships, my parents moving to Utah. Like there's always so much change and my heart's like, I don't like change. I hate this. The feeling sucks. Sorry there's a falling out though with your parents and that they don't really want to take you back. Also, as you get older and you can drive, that becomes not as much of an issue because you can make your own decisions and go places when you want. Gosh, that's so hard, especially once you find a friend you connect with so well. So stay strong. I love you. Here's another one by Donuts TV. My BFF is leaving after almost 2 months, and I'm leaving next year, so yeah, I get attached to people easily. I know they will move on, but I don't. Just last year, I was happier because I had my other friends who left too. Just this year, I got rid of depression and anxiety, so yeah, to point, I will feel so free, but now, I don't know what I should do, Tiffany. First of all, that is a huge thing that you should celebrate, because overcoming anxiety and depression is such an amazing thing, and I'm so glad that you're feeling free and happier. For a long time I really struggled because growing up I had a great group of friends, then all my friends moved to different states, they got married, and everything kind of dissolved, and I didn't have that core group of friends anymore. For the longest time I would always reminisce and miss and want to hold on to what was. And so I would put so much time and attention and energy into kind of feeling bad for myself because I wanted to just go back in time. And I'm like, oh gosh, those were the glory days. Those were like my best favorite memories. It took some time to realize like, no, wait, I have to change my mindset. This kind of goes with the last one, and it's part of growing up, and it's just adjusting to change and going with the flow and taking things as they are, but realizing that there are different seasons for different people in your life. And just because people come in or out of your life doesn't mean you'll never see them again, but also when people leave, it allows room for new people to come in that might be able to be there for you in ways you didn't even know you need. Or vice versa, like they might leave your life so that you can be there for someone else that you didn't even know you needed to be there for. For me, it always helps kind of shifting my perspective so that I can see that there might be a bigger plan besides my small mind that's like, bah, I miss the past. I want things how I want them because that's how I want them, and I miss my friends, because it's very easy to get stuck in that mindset. Alright, from Sasha. Can't believe I'm writing this, but my life isn't going quite well at the moment. I have 2 long shifts at my job, none of my friends understand, and one of my best friends got a girlfriend and is moving across country to live with her even though they've only known each other for 3 weeks. Here I am in my late 20s and looks at my life and thinks I'm pretty much the same place I was when I was 20 while all my friends is going on with their lives. Okay, first of all, your friend moving cross country after 3 weeks, that is crazy. I am going to say that is crazy. So I'm sorry, because that would be so hard, especially if they're your bestie and you're like, what are you doing? But also, I very much understand all my friends moving on with their lives, because, okay, let me tell you, literally my whole friend group, 8 different friends of mine have gotten married, and I'm the last one to get married. So they've kind of like all transitioned and are on the next part of their life, while I feel like I'm still pursuing my dreams and doing different things. But I realized when talking to one of my friends, everyone kind of wants what they don't have. Kind of like my other advice for the other people that have lost friends and feel kind of alone, you can use that time to focus on yourself. Very much encourage. Take advantage of the time you have right now. You can use so much time to better yourself and do things that you really love. At least that's kind of what I did when everyone left me and I didn't really have friends or community. I just developed my talents or started different hobbies such as running. This is your time. Aviva. I'm only a month into my gap year, but I can already tell that school is not what I wanted. Looked into switching, but it's not a possibility. All the teachers say I can make this year good, but I'll have to work twice as hard. It has to come from me as opposed to teachers or other students working with me. I'd wanted this to be a year where everyone was into learning as much as I am, but I'm still the nerd. It's hard to be alone in what I love. Okay, it is hard to be alone, but also stand strong in that, because it's what you love. Whenever you question that or are like, why am I doing this? Remember, it's because you love it, because you're passionate about it. So even if other people aren't as excited and invested as you, as much as you'd hope they are, for me, when I see someone so passionate about what they're doing, it inspires me to then love what I'm doing more. Even if there's people that don't get it and you can't relate to them, you never know who's watching you, and you could be inspiring someone else to be more passionate, invested, and love what they do. So that's my advice, just keep being you. Hey Tiffany, I love your music. Just wanted to say your music is helping me get through the loss of my sister. She passed away May 24th of this year. Thank you for putting out your music and videos. You're helping me through tough times. Thank you. Keep reaching for the stars. Ugh. Okay, I cannot even fathom or imagine what it would be like to lose a family member. This is one of those things where I just want to hug you and cry with you. Loss, I think, is one of the most tricky, unexplainable things, and nothing can really make sense of it because someone is in your life and such a huge part of your life. I don't feel like I could process that. So I just want to say I'm so happy that my music can help, but also I'm so sorry for your loss. I want to read this because this one was so special. I responded to this comment on the video, but I just think this girl is so amazing. Her name's Alexis Marie. My Tata died about 6 weeks ago, and I'm trying to process the fact that he's no longer here. Obviously, I understand what happened, and I have accepted it since he's no longer in pain, but it's taking time to get used to. The night before he died, he was in home hospice eating ice cream and dancing within his bed. He looked fine, but the next morning I woke up to the news. The hardest part about the death is that I myself am a grief support facilitator at a non-profit organization where I live. I work with kids from the ages of 4 to 12 who have lost a loved one, most often a parent. We teach them coping mechanisms on how to process their grief, which is rewarding. It's just weird that when it comes to myself and my family, I feel so lost. His birthday's on October 1st and it'll be very difficult. If anyone is going through a death, whether it be a long time ago or recently, I am more than happy to be someone you can vent to. I love it when people do that for me, so I would love to return the favor. Like guys, this makes me so emotional. She just lost someone that means so much to her, and the first thing she just wants to be there for you guys. There's so many comments where people have lost someone and my heart just breaks. And here she is just wanting to serve and be there for you guys. If anyone has lost anyone, hit her up. This is a community where we can be there for each other through these hard times, because you're not alone, and I think we feel in our minds that we are alone, especially when there's so many different factors with family and friends and relationships and work that weigh down on us. I want this to be a safe place where you guys can talk about the real things that you're actually dealing with, so that we can be that support for each other. I don't want this to be like a, oh yeah, everyone comment and no one talks about anything. You guys can respond to each other's comments and we can all be an actual community for each other. But yeah, so it makes me kind of emotional because it was the most amazing comment. And Alexis, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. I am so impressed by the work you're doing at the nonprofit. I just know that you're touching and blessing so many people's lives. This inspires me, and hopefully now we can inspire more people to just be there for each other. from Caleb Warren. I'm in my final year of university studying media and production, while at the same time still dealing with the grief behind losing my mom back in April. I just want to say I'm glad your channel exists along with other YouTube singers, as it breathes a gust of fresh air into the music industry, as when it slows down a bit I get to hear songs I've already listened to but are nearly totally different because you guys are so good. First of all, I want to thank you for listening to my music, and second, I'm so sorry for your loss, but I'm glad that this can be a pick-me-up. I don't even know how I would function after that. I just want to say I'm proud of you. Keep going, keep living your life, and moving forward, and you are loved. I love this. Amina says, I'm super happy and excited for this channel. Can't wait for everything coming our way. We'll grow this channel into our own little family and we'll send all the love its way. That's so sweet and so cute, and that's what I want. I want to just build this so that we can trust each other. If you're a part of this family, I want you to be able to like talk to anyone in the comments and they're gonna be like, yo, I got you. We're not alone. That's my goal. I would love that, because then you have this built-in support group of people going through life. You can know that you can open up to them because we're here because we want to connect. So if you're here and you feel alone, like go in the comments and be like, hey, anyone going through this, can we talk about it? I think it's gonna be a great thing. Be brave. Gosh, there's so many good things that I want to talk about, guys. Why do you make this so hard for me? So that is it for this video. I just wanted to say thank you everyone who commented and who opened up about things that they're going through. It means so much that you trust me with this stuff and that you feel that this is a place you can talk about that stuff. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe. You can watch my first video here and my other videos here, and subscribe and do other stuff, fun stuff right here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!